Yo, check it. New day, same vibe. We elevate and rise. Stay wavy TV where the culture comes alive. From the rooftop to your screen, we keep the vision clean. Drop so fresh, make the whole world lean.
Paul absolutely violated Gervonta Tank Davis, and the fight between Jake Paul and Tank is officially canceled. The fight was supposed to take place next Friday on November 14th. So Jake Paul unfortunately has canceled the fight a week before the fight. Alicia Baumgartner was also going to be on this boxing card. And the reason why is because a woman just filed a lawsuit against Gervonta Tank Davis for allegedly pulling up the Tootsies, which is a strip club down there in Miami, and abusing her. You know what I'm saying? This isn't the first, second, or third time that Gervonta Tank Davis has been accused of domestic violence against women. He got lucky the last 2 times because the woman who is the mother of his kids ended up dropping the charges. But let's get into what Jake Paul, who's the self-proclaimed face of boxing, had to say about Gervonta Tank Davis. This is what he said on Twitter, which is now known as X. He said, Gervonta Davis is an actual walking human piece of garbage. Working with him is an absolute nightmare. The unprofessionalism, the bizarre requests, the showing up hours late to shoots, the numerous arrests and related accusations and lawsuits. If you support this man, you support the most vile sin a man could commit. Now, we have been hearing that Gervonta Tank Davis, we haven't heard this, we've seen it, right? Gervonta Davis is known for showing up late to press conferences. Sometimes he doesn't show up at all, right? We know that he's a diva. We know that, you know, he likes to have things his way. You look at his fight with Ryan Garcia, which turned him into a pay-per-view star. He made sure that Ryan Garcia was on a rehydration clause so he could have an advantage over Ryan Garcia. So all of the things that Jake Paul is saying so far is 100% correct. Let's continue. I didn't want to give this woman abuser a platform to grow his fans and to grow his bank account. My company champions women. I'm so sorry to everyone involved, mostly to the undercard fighters, to my team at MVP, and to my team who worked so hard prepping for this fight, sacrificing time with loved ones and kids just for this fool to lose his unintelligent mind again. It's scary that devilish men like this can rise to the top of culture and sports, including in positions of power. I hope you people moving forward look beyond his fake streetwear pieces swag and search for something deeper to be a fan of. As for me, it's on to the next one as always. Anyone, anytime, any place. So MVP also made a post confirming that the fight has been canceled. Let me go ahead and pull that up for y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna read it for y'all. So it says MVP and Netflix have announced that Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis, originally scheduled for Friday, November 14th, which is next week, at the Kaseya Center in Miami, Florida, will no longer be moving forward. Our team has worked closely with all parties to navigate the situation responsibly, said Nikisa Bedarian, CEO of MVP Promotions. While we will not be moving forward with this event, our plan still remains for Jake Paul to headline an event on Netflix in 2025, which means most likely that the fight is going to be rescheduled to December and Jake Paul will end up fighting somebody else. Details will be shared as soon as they are finalized. We thank Netflix, the Kaseya Center, and the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino for their partnership. MVP appreciates the continued support and understanding of our athletes, partners, sponsors, and fans as we work to finalize updated event plans. Fans who purchase tickets via Ticketmaster for the Jake Paul versus Tank event will get an automatic refund through their original point of purchase within 14 to 21 days. So hold on, wait, stop. So you're telling me that the fans that paid money for tickets, they gotta wait at least 2 weeks to get a refund? That's insane, bro. That's crazy. They might get a lawsuit for that, bro. Y'all fans should sue Jake Paul for that. Fans who purchase through secondary markets should contact them. For ticket assistance, please contact ticket office at heat.com. MVP thanks everyone for their patience and looks forward to delivering an extraordinary boxing event in 2025 live globally on Netflix, right? So I hate to do this, guys, but I gotta call out the hypocrisy of Jake Paul, okay? Before this fight got announced that Jake Paul was fighting Gervonta Tank Davis, Gervonta Tank Davis was legally obligated to have a rematch with Lamont Roach Jr., right? The reason why that fight was never formally announced is because Gervonta Tank Davis was arrested for domestic violence against his baby mother, right? He ended up getting the charges dropped. So, Jake Paul, you already knew who Gervonta Tank Davis was before you decided to fight him, right? He has a long, extensive criminal, history. And a lot of those charges on his criminal history has to do with him, wrongfully harming women, right? He had the hit and run situation where he crashed into a pregnant woman and the woman was begging him not to leave and he fled the scene, right? He's on video at a basketball game grabbing his other baby mom, by the neck and, taking her out of the arena. You know what I'm saying? He has the 2 or 3 charges with this baby mom that keeps accusing him of, putting his hands on her, and then she ends up dropping the charges. Obviously, because she probably doesn't want to get her baby father some serious jail time. But Jake Paul, you knew who Gervonta Tank Davis was before you decided to fight him. So the fact that you're calling him out and you're saying all of these things, when in all actuality, guys, right? Gervonta Tank Davis has not been arrested yet. That's number one. Number two, this is a civil lawsuit, and he is indeed innocent until proven guilty. We haven't seen any video footage of Gervonta Tank Davis doing this. It's just a woman that is accusing him of doing it. If this really did happen, I'm pretty sure that Tootsie's has this on video. The video probably would have leaked by now. And if this really did happen, the first thing that this woman should have done is call the police. The fact that the first thing that she did was file a civil suit makes me believe that this woman is looking for a payday. She's trying to cash out. Okay? So Jake Paul, in my opinion, bro, I think you should have went ahead and did the fight. The fight is next week, Friday. By the time that the fight happened, I'm pretty sure that, there's a high possibility that Tank wouldn't have been arrested before the fight happened. The fight is next week, bro. All of those fighters that been training and they're a week out from the fight, they just did all of that for nothing, bro. You just wasted everybody's time. All of the fans that paid money to see you and Tank fight next week, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this ain't nothing new, bro. First of all, Jake Paul, your last fight was against Mike Tyson, and I hate to say this, bro. I hate to bring up the past. Mike Tyson is convicted of the R word, bro. He was convicted of R-wording a woman, bro. Found guilty. He did prison time over this, bro. And that was your most recent fight. Your brother, Logan Paul, fought Floyd Mayweather, who pled guilty to battery charges against one of his baby mothers. So you clear as day, the fact that you're painting this narrative that you care so much about women. If you care so much about women, you would have never agreed to fight Gervonta Tank Davis in the first place, bro. As a matter of fact, at the first press conference, you called out Gervonta Davis for being a woman beater. So you knew who he was. You knew who he was. You already knew that you were taking a risk by fighting this guy, bro. Everybody knows that Tank has mental issues, bro. Has anger problems, bro. Very troubled outside of the ring. We know this about Tank, bro. The man gets arrested at least twice a year for the past 5-6 years. This is nothing new. Tank is becoming Adrian Broner 2.0. Let's just call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, we haven't heard anything from Gervonta Davis on this situation, but let me pull up the civil lawsuit that was filed against Gervonta Tank Davis. Let me pull it up right now. I know TMZ got it. Let me see. Okay, so it says Gervonta Davis is sued for allegedly choking a woman in a violent incident. Okay, it says Gervonta Davis was sued on Thursday by a woman who alleged the star boxer roughed her up at a popular Miami strip club, which is Tootsie's. By the way, that's my favorite strip club, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I am a resident of South Florida, and I love Tootsie's. Shout out to the Cuban ladies that be up in there. The plaintiff, Courtney Russell, claims she and Davis had a private, intimate relationship over the last 5 months, but she said it was anything but a smooth ride with the pugilist. She wrote in a lawsuit, which was filed in a Miami-Dade County court, he beat her up and threatened her on several different occasions. On September 23rd, she alleged Davis accusing her of cheating and wrote to her in a message that he'll K you. I don't want to say the word, but he said that he will turn the TV off. If you guys get it, you get it, right? He basically threatened to, turn the TV off, guys. According to the suit, things got worse on Monday when Davis allegedly attacked her while she was working as a VIP cocktail waitress at the famed Tootsie's. Okay, so she's not a stripper. She's basically a bartender at the strip club. You know what I'm saying? Rosal alleged that around 4:15 a.m. So this is how you know Gervonta Tank Davis was on demon time. This man showed up to the strip club at 4:15 in the morning. Davis found her in the VIP lounge, forcibly grabbed and dragged her through a stairway through the kitchen and through the back entrance all the way into the parking lot. There, she said he continuously grabbed, choked, pushed, pulled, and struck her in the back of the head. Now remember, right? When Gervonta Tank Davis was just arrested 2 or 3 months ago around Father's Day, right? His baby mother accused him of doing the same thing. She accused Gervonta Davis of hitting her in the back of the head while she was basically taking one of their kids out of the car seat. So this is the second time that we're hearing a woman accusing Gervonta Tank Davis of punching them in the back of the head. That's how you know the story is probably true, bro. It's probably a real story, okay? I don't think this is ironic at all. Leaving her terrified and alone and embarrassed for her coworkers and employer. She wrote in her suit, Davis later texted her, hold on, give me a second, y'all. He later texted her, I'm on my way. Yo, your house. A message she interpreted as Davis was headed to her home to further abuse her. Davis has continued to verbally, physically, and psychologically abuse Rosal. The lawsuit states causing her to seek medical treatment, therapy, and assistance with daily living as she remains in constant fear for her life. Rosal is asking for unspecified damages in the suit. It's unclear if Rosal has gone to cops over the matter, although a spokesman for the Miami Gardens Police Department told TMZ Sports on Friday Davis has been named as a suspect in a recently filed police report. So excuse me, this woman not only filed a civil suit, she actually went to the police and filed a police report for this incident against Gervonta Tank Davis. So he could be getting arrested sometime soon, especially if this woman has evidence that he really did this. Davis, who's previously accused of domestic violence by other women, has not yet publicly commented on the new allegations. He's scheduled to fight Jake Paul in Miami next week on the 14th, which we now know is canceled. So Gervonta Tank Davis's boxing career is over, y'all. This was going to be his last fight. He was supposed to make $40 million for this fight. And I truly do believe that after this fight, he was going to retire and pretty much just disappear. But it looks like he's going into retirement a week early. That fight next week is off. I'm pretty sure he still got paid something for signing the contract. He probably got paid, a percentage of what he really was supposed to get paid. But Gervonta Tank Davis's boxing career is over, man. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I hate to say this, but the path that Gervonta Tank Davis is headed down, bro, he's going to end up in prison. I don't wish that on him, but he's not learning his lesson, bro. I mean, when you think of the fact that he's gotten away with doing harmful things to women more than 3 times and he keeps doing it, this is a man that doesn't learn his lesson. This is a man that thinks because he has money that, he can just pretty much do whatever he wants to do. And the fact that he's no longer going to be boxing full time and he's just going to be on the streets, it's only a matter of time before he does something that just goes too far. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Gervonta Tank Davis, I think he needs prison. I think that prison is the only thing that can help him at this point in his life, man, because clearly jail doesn't, he's not scared to go to jail. He's not scared to get arrested, and it's just getting worse and worse, man. And I think a lot of this has to do with Gervonta Tank Davis having issues with his mother. His mother used to do crack, and him and his brother were put in adoption because of his mom being on drugs. And I think that's why he has so much anger towards women, because he has mommy issues. You know what I'm saying? I also think the fact that he's like damn near a midget, the fact that Gervonta Davis is only 5'4" or 5'5", I think he has a short temper because he's so short. You know what I'm saying? And I think him having that draw with Lamont Roach Jr., I think that him seeing all of the boxing fans turn on him overnight, I think that has also contributed to him crashing out recently. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, his career is over. There was no way that Jake Paul, you know, I tried to criticize Jake Paul, but if you think about it, this fight was going to be on Netflix. Netflix wasn't going to allow this fight to happen, bro. You know, the fact that this woman filed a police report, the fact that, you know, this guy has a history of doing these things, there was no way that Jake Paul could have made this fight happen, you know. And he is right, bro. Like, a majority of the fighters that signed the MVP are women. You know, the guy had an all-women's card on Netflix live. So, you know, shout out to Jake Paul. It shows that he has a big heart. The fact that he gave Gervonta Davis the opportunity to get the biggest payday of his career in an exhibition fight, not even a real professional fight, an exhibition fight. It just goes to show, man, that Jake Paul, he's actually a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He tried to do a favor for Gervonta Tank Davis. And Gervonta Tank Davis, he fumbled that Jake bag. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's your boy Wavy. Stay Wavy TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, share the video, and let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. I'm out.
Yeah, welcome to the vibe. Stay wavy in the mix, got the culture on the rise. Tap in, hit subscribe, ring that bell, let it ride. We gon' surf through the trends, give you game every time. Reviews, new views, keep it honest, never fake. If you're looking for the wave, this the channel you embrace. Stay